You mentioned
Absolutely.
podcasts, and it sounds like you talked about Teddy Atlas. I didn't even know he had one. Tell us a little bit more about the podcast you listen to.
Oh man, so Teddy Ellis by far is my favorite podcast out there. You get boxing, you get a just a history of boxing, and Teddy Ellis, you know how he is with his euphemisms and his excitement. You could hear the excitement in his voice. He talks a lot about contemporary fighters and what's going on with them. He compares it to older boxers from older eras. And man, he's just a wealth of knowledge, dude. And
Hmm.
it's a lot of fun to listen to him. I like listening to him when I'm going for a run or when I'm driving in the car. It's just the excitement, man, and it draws you in, and it's hard to not want to listen to it.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
when I
he,
was in high school, I actually read his book. I forgot the name of his book, but he had
oh
quite a
sure,
yeah, he had a hell of a story. So I definitely want to check out his podcast. He's one of these guys that he's got the. I mean, he came from the Customato school of boxing before the whole Mike Tyson incident happened, but he has that kind of way of inspiring fighters and motivating fighters in between rounds and things like that. So I remember reading
sure.
all about his stories with Michael Moore and just a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about his upbringing. He talks about, how he ended up with Customato and that period of time and into when he left and what he did and where he went and just, how much he loves boxing. And really you could hear the that when he commits to a boxer, just like any coach, I'm sure you do too, and I know I do. When you commit 110%, right? And he gives his all. And it's really awesome to hear and to relate to that level from someone who a Hall of Famer, someone we look up to, and to see him still continue to give experience and share stories and knowledge. I mean, it's hard as a purist, as a pugilist, like you and I are. It's hard to turn away from that.
Yeah, and I